afternoon all. So finally getting myself back onto the Tiverton Canal. I've not fished the canal since the river has reopened, so I've been obviously going down fishing the calm after the chub and whatnot. So yeah, it's been a long time waiting for this. I've kind of missed it quite a lot, to be honest, and it's very weedy and scummy with all this hot water. We've been hot water, well, the water will be warm, I expect, but all this hot weather obviously makes the weed grow quite a lot. So yeah, I'm just going to try and find a spot, clear spot hopefully. You can see some nice some decent rudd down there. Don't know if you can see that. There's a lot of nice rudd swimming around. Obviously I would like to get into a few tench. That's what I've missed really, is tench fishing. But yeah, it's 29 degrees. It's 5 o'clock. It's Friday. I think it's the 11th of July or something. Yeah, lots of big rudd, or I say decent sized rudd. Oh, the far margin is all really cloudy. I wonder if that's the bream or anything like that. But yeah, it's going to be a struggle to start off with. I think it's going to be quite slow to start off with. It's going to be better as the evening goes on, I reckon. I might fish till about 10 o'clock this evening. It's very clear, but oh, big old airplane or something flying over somewhere. I can hear it, I can't see it. Yeah, so let's see what happens. Well, I've already seen quite a lot of fish already. Seen some bream swimming around right in front of me by my feet. I've not set up yet. Found a clearish spot. I think I might have made a mistake by not bringing my rake, but to be honest, there's that much weed here, I don't know where I'd put it all. So hopefully we don't lose too many fish today, and hopefully we get into some as well. So I'm going to continue getting set up, get some bait in, and see what we can do. Right, so I've got both rods out now. Got 2 rods today. I've got my feeder rod with a cage feeder on with some ground bait mix inside the feeder. I've got a hair rig with my good old faithful double artificial maggots and about 6 maggots on the hook. And at the moment my float rod is to my right, straight out in front of me, and at the moment I've got maggots on that, but all that will change. So my baits today, I have got with me, I've got some maggots, some sweet corn, some pellet and some ground bait, and a tub of worms. So hopefully one of those combinations will see me into a fish. I think it might be slow for a little bit. I fed up my float area with lots of small pellets. They range from, like, I don't know, micro pellets. Probably the biggest is 3 mil. So I've got 1s and 2s and 3s, all a mixture. So I've chucked that out. I haven't gone too mad at the minute. So it's time just to sit back now and hopefully catch something. Oh, bugger. Well, just lost something half tidy already on the float. I think it was a bream, judging by all the snot that's on the end of my line. I just had a little tap on the feeder rod then as well, I just noticed. But yeah, no, that was a good bite as well on the float. I was more interested in trying to tilt the camera to film it than it just weeded me up slightly. Not a great deal, but obviously I don't think the hook was set that great. It's quite a large bit of sweet corn. I've only got a size 16 hook on. My float's just a bit up in the air at the minute, so I'm not sure if I'm on the bottom properly. It's better. I say it's better. I might have actually, I think I might have lost a split shot with that last fish, looking at it. I've had to take my Polaroids off. It's that hot. The heat between my forehead and my hat keeps steaming up my glasses, so don't really need them. The sun, my cap, the peak on my cap's doing a good job to keep the direct sunlight out of my vision. I gutted that I lost that fish. Well, I've had 3 rudd now. I've had some sign of some real fine bubbles. Not sure what it was. It was definitely a little fizzer. Whether it was bream or tench, I don't know. But so on the float, I've come off the maggots and I've got a worm on there now. Slightly bigger bait. I did catch a slightly bigger rudd just now. Only, I don't know, 4 inches. The other 2 were tiny. And what I'm fearing though is to my left the whole canal is covered with this green snotty shit, and there is a slight drift from left to right, and if that stuff decides to go walkies, it probably cover where I'm fishing. At the minute it's just little bits breaking off. It's kind of slowed down a little bit, to be honest. Oh, there we go. So let's have a little perch. Let's just get him back in, out of the way. Yes. Wow. Didn't really expect a tench so quickly. But on the float rod, lovely little male, just took the worm. So those fizzers that I saw were clearly tench. So chuffed with that. I'm going to crack this one back in and see if we can get another one. Result. Lovely. That was a nice result. Lost all split shots, but hey-oh, don't mind that. Don't mind losing them for a tench. Thought it was a decent rudd to start off with, but happy with that. Still got it. Well, I've got them blowing quite good out there now, right about 10 inches to my left of my float. It's really cool because it's like a real dusty layer on the water, and when you get the blows it just makes a complete clear spot where it's like pushed the dust around. And yeah, my float's back out there right next to that blow with the other half of the worm that I caught the first tench on. Float's kind of just knocking about a little bit. Cool. Still just fine. Now my float is in the middle of the clear spot. Nothing on the feeder rod. I have had a few bangs on the feeder rod. I have reeled it in, and I've taken off the, oh, just had quite a big knock then on the feeder rod, and I've taken off the maggots off the hook, so I've got artificials on the hair rig, and I've got 2 bits of corn on the main hook. Yeah, they're blowing again out by my float. Come on. So I've got another blow going right by my float. My float's right in amongst it. There, oh, dipped a bit then. So I've got my worm on. It's just real fine bubbles. Oh, I don't know whether to hit this or not. Yep, there we go. Gone right in the weed. He is coming slowly. There he is. Whoa, come on. Be so careful. Looks to be a bit better than the other one. Oh no, about the same. About the same, I reckon. Come on. He's in the net. Here we go, look. Tench number 2. On the worm again, on the float. I think I might put a worm on my feeder rod by the looks of things. That's 1 worm cut in half. 1 worm, 2 tench. Look at that. Absolute stunner. Nice. Let's get this float rod back out. And then, so I got half a worm, and I think I might stick some on the feeder rod. Oh, needs to be a bit straighter than that. Well, it's looking a bit positive. Everything's starting to go right to left now, so hopefully that, you know, that green snotty shit should stay out my way. Oh, that's cool. 2 tench. What's the time? 6:30. I got here at 5. Probably didn't start fishing until, I don't know, 20 past 5. So that's 2 tench in just over an hour, and I lost that bream. I've had a perch, I've had 3 or 4 rudd as well, so things is looking good. Here we go, look, so this is my feeder rod, there's my cage feeder, got my ground bait in bits and pieces, and then I've got me artificial 2 maggots, 1 worm cut in half, both halves on the hook. Alright, let's get this out. Nice. So I've just made a slight adjustment on my feeder rod. Because my hook link was tied to a swivel, it was only, I don't know, 14 inches long, and I didn't have anything else, so the feeder is just running up the line to the swivel, and I've just put a split shot up from the swivel another 10 inches so the feeder can't, so in theory it's made my rig, my hook link 10 inches longer. I'm just wondering whether it being so short, it's quite weedy out there, whether everything's just going down in a lump. So I'm thinking if it's a longer hook length, it might have that little bit extra time just to drop on the bottom. So that's out there now with 2 worms on and the artificial maggots on the hair rig. Blow going right on my float. Float's just shaking a little bit. So another nice little blow happening just in front of my float. It's just eased off now. Float hasn't moved. Oh, just had a knock on the feeder rod then. I was too busy watching my float. So the sun is starting to get lower in the sky. I'm starting to get where my float is, it's in the shade now. It's water's getting a bit darker, which I feel this is more the time than earlier, to be honest. I'm just going to put a bit of sweet corn on the hook. I haven't used sweet corn. They're blowing quite a lot now. I've chucked out a few balls of ground bait just now, just to start feeding it up a little bit more now, thinking it's the right time. So I just got one quite big bit of sweet corn on there. I haven't had any takes on the feeder rod just yet, but I know that can change at any point. Right, let's see what the sweet corn does. Yeah, my float's is not as bright now, so that tells me, you know, that's all in the shade now, which is good. Lots of dimpling going on in the water, but that's probably down to me chucking out the ground bait. Oh, something's going on with the float. Got a nice little blow next to it. Blowing like mad out there now. Oh, a little dip on the float in amongst all the bubbles. Kind of wish I had a worm on now. It is going crazy out by my float. I really can't work out why I'm not catching anything. I've got blows left, right and centre, and I've tried, as soon as I put maggots on, I'm just getting rudd and tiny perch, tiny rudd as well. I've gone back to the worm. I got my float is absolutely engulfed in bubbles, and it's just sat there. I've got a full worm on. I've tried sweet corn. I've just with my feeder rod, I've just took my cage feeder off and put a really light lead on, just because they're blowing where my feeder rod is as well. But I don't know whether my feeder's just, I don't know how clear that spot is, but there's definitely signs of fish feeding over there. I'm just getting a little tap now on the feeder rod, but I've got worms on that one, and I've just like tightened up, so I just got a little arch in my rod tip. Yeah, it feels perfect, it looks perfect. So I've just had 10 fish within about 2 minutes. All little perch, all little rudd on a full worm. They're just nailing it. I've just gone now. I've just put 2 bits of sweet corn on it. They're still blowing out there. I just can't seem to get to the bigger fish at the minute. It's a massive blow going on in front of me. Starting to think, I'm wondering if it's pike, but there's no swirls or anything, and nothing being chased on the top. It normally indicates pike in your swim. It's just a little bit frustrating at the minute. So I just decided to put my float where my feeder rod is because it was blowing like crazy. I was just doing something, I didn't realise my float had gone, and hey presto, we got a tench on the end. Yep. Hey, just woke up. God, this was a long time coming. All the activity, but we got tench number 3 on the float again. Lovely little male. So I'm going to put this one back and see if we can get another one. So that one come on the float again. Like I said, I casted it out in the little pocket of weed. I can see them blowing and blowing, so I thought, right, chuck the float in, and hey presto, there's the odd blow out there already. Floats back out there. It's a bit closer. It could do with being at the back of the hole really, but I'm just going to leave it there for a minute. I might just chuck some more bait out, some more maggots or something. But yeah, so those blows that I'm seeing over there are happening in front of me, so it's definitely tench. So I've just put the feeder rod out where my float was originally, and now just going to give that spot a go with the float. It's obviously just produced a little tench. Oh, fucking horsefly. Be nice to get one on the feeder. One more. One for luck. There we go. Well, it's 9:10 now, so I'm on my last hour fishing. 3 tench, so that's all good. It's always nice to catch when you haven't fished the canal for a while, so I'm pretty chuffed for that. I'm hoping that there'll be another one. I'd really like to see my feeder rod belt off. It's all been on the float today. Yeah, so I've had probably, I don't know, about 10 perch. Biggest one's been about 5 inches. I've probably had about 10 to 15 rudd. They've all been small ones. Yeah, and 3 tench result. I'm just hoping for that number 4 to come along, maybe a bit bigger, which would be nice. Feeder rod goes and I lose it. That was pretty cool. I just had a tench roll right by my float. Just come up and just the whole side of it come out really slowly, like the carp do. It's blowing like shit by my float. So it's just gone 9:30, and yeah, I'm going to go soon. But when you're looking at what I'm looking at, you just don't want to leave. But you also think, why are they not eating that worm? Could it be on a bit of weed, or? But they're certainly hitting the bottom. Something's knocking me float now. Man, it is absolutely going crazy out there. Come on, just one more and I'll go home. I'll pack up now. Well, I think that's me done now. It's 9:15. I think I'm on my last worm. So all my tench this evening were all caught on the worm, on the float. I did in the end get a take on the feeder rod. I had something on. Didn't really feel much of it. I think when I put the feeder rod where I was float fishing, I had a really light lead on, and I think if I would have put the feeder back on, I'd have had that extra bit of weight where I think I would have got a better hook hold onto that fish. Thing is, using two rods, you're always looking at your float mainly, because that's a visible thing to watch. But I think I slipped up there. I should have put the feeder back on. I could have had a couple more, I reckon, but that's the way it is. I've really enjoyed myself tonight. I haven't fished the canal for a month or so it was really good to come back on and get a couple of, or 3 tench, loads of other fish. I've had plenty of small fish, so all good. So yeah, got plenty of maggots left over, so perhaps I might go to the river tomorrow morning. Who knows? Tomorrow's another day, we'll wait and see. I have got Ruben all weekend, so he will decide what we get up to, I'm sure. But yeah, so yeah, thanks for watching me on the canal this evening. Please like and subscribe if you already haven't, and I'd be really grateful. I've also got a Facebook page. You can come on and see my videos and see other fishing content. That's the Adventures of the Bearded Rod on Facebook. Please come and join that as well. Everyone's welcome. Share your posts and your catches from your adventures and whatnot. So yeah, have a lovely weekend. Look after yourself in this sun. If you're going fishing, make sure you're hydrated and don't be getting the sunstroke and all that malarkey. So yeah, take care, look after yourself. See you all soon.